If this week has you feeling like you're in the proverbial rat race, then lace up your sneakers for real. Head to Grand Rapids, Michigan this weekend for the Grand Rapids Marathon and Foster Swift Half Marathon. I'm Julie Holton. Welcome to Expert Connections. Let's get right to it. The Grand Rapids Marathon is the highlight of today's Community Connexions segment. I'm joined by race director Don Kern and Jay David of Foster Swift. Gentlemen, thanks for joining me.
Hey, it's great to be here.
So glad to have you here. I know at this point we are just hours away. Tell me, Don, I'm going to start with you. What makes the Grand Rapids Marathon special?
Well, one of the things is, we grew this organically. This is put on by runners. And, almost everybody on the staff is a runner, or they're married to a runner, or they've just been involved in the running world for a long time. The staff has, hundreds of marathons to its credit. And so everybody just loves what they're doing here. We all, we hang out with runners. We're married to runners. We have we drink with runners. We have a lot of fun with, and we all just love this thing. And we grew this. It's a local hometown thing. It's not owned by a big bank or newspaper or anything like that. I mean, it's pretty much, it's the people putting it on that are making it happen. And it just makes it a really fun experience like that.
Homegrown, hometown marathon. I love it. Jay, tell us how long has Foster Swift been involved, and why is this so important to you and to Foster Swift?
Don, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we've been involved since 2006 with the marathon. And 2011, since then we've been lead sponsor for the half marathon. And why it's important for us is I think it really goes back to the firm culture. We really put an emphasis on healthy living and a healthy work-life balance, and being involved in a running event. We've got a lot of people who are employed here who they're athletic, they run, they bike, they swim, they work out, eat healthy. So this just kind of falls right into what we like to do. And it's a community event. It brings runners together. It brings the supporters of the runners together, families and friends. And it's just a great opportunity to reach out to the community part of it.
Yeah, I know that your involvement in the Grand Rapids community is so important to the firm. Tell me a little bit about your partnership with My Team Triumph. I know you've been partnering for a number of years now.
Yeah, I think it goes back with them until 2011 as well. They are a nonprofit who, their mission basically is to help people with severe disabilities be involved with athletic endurance events with people that are with them, and just helps them to be part of that. It's a big deal for anybody to run any kind of race, but these kids who can't walk, just being part of it is a huge deal for them.
Yeah, absolutely. For those who don't know about My Team Triumph, such a great organization with the mission to really enhance the health and well-being of those with disabilities. And I really love that has a place with the Grand Rapids Marathon, that they have, this special place to be a part of this, such a great community event. This next question is for Don. Don, what do sponsors like Foster Swift bring to the table? Why are they so important in bringing together all aspects of the marathon?
Well, the sponsors that we have, most of them stay around for a very long time. And I think Jay was right. Maybe the second or third year they were involved in this thing. And his Larry, Larry Korlevich, one of the lawyers over there, he's been a friend for a very long time. And, their culture is one that is just like Jay said, it's one of physical fitness and so on. But, the same thing with Metro Health, which is now University of Michigan Health West. They have a lot of athletes on the staff, doctors that will keep you in the game if you're supposed to be in the game. And they're just a wonderful thing. Everybody, Pepsi, the Pepsi guys, they're athletes. And, a lot of our sponsors, they're there because they love the athletic atmosphere that we have. We have a lot of people that are just they come on as a sponsor, but they may actually have run their first marathon after they became a sponsor, like Terrence and Ed, the guys with University of Michigan Health West, and a lot of people got in the middle of this thing and then they became better athletes. So it's been a family. And truthfully, I see my sponsors and I get hugs because we've been working together for so long. They just make it a family.
And such a beautiful race route in Grand Rapids. Okay, I heard we were talking a little bit earlier. I heard maybe a little bit about a change in start time this year. Don, give us some of the details about the race. What do people need to know, whether they're lacing up to run or to walk? What are some of the race details?
Okay, well, first of all, the main race details are right in the middle of the website, right on the front page. I put a whole link of things you need to know for race weekend. But yeah, we did move the start time a little bit earlier. After last year, we had split the start of the half and the full because of COVID protocols. But this year we're back to normal. But we kind of like that earlier start. Get everybody started at 7:30. We have an early start for the velocity challenged people that starts at 6:30 if you're going to take more than 6 hours running a marathon. And then at 7 o'clock is when the wheelers, the My Team Triumph guys, and we have, I think, 5 hand cycles that are going to be out there racing. And so we'll have those guys out there at 7. And then at 7:15, we'll have the national anthem. Everybody will start at 7:30. And then as soon as we get the start line cleared, 7:45 or maybe a couple minutes after that, we'll start the run through the rapids, which is a YMCA Service Club race, but formerly known as the Grand Valley Marathon back in 1970. And it was started by a bunch of guys from the YMCA, and they've been running this thing ever since then. It became the run through Apple Country and then the run through the rapids, but same race, same organization for, 53 years now. So we've got a little bit of something for everybody out there.
And Don, you mentioned that lots of links on the homepage of your website, grandrapidsmarathon.com. There's also a whole FAQ page, and I read through the whole thing because it's so entertaining. I can tell how fun you are, your team, all of the runners involved. This is perhaps one of my favorite questions on the FAQ page. Is whining allowed on the course?
Yeah, no, you signed up for this intentionally. Deal with it.
I love that. It says, I don't care what you were under the influence of or who talked you into it. No whining allowed. Do you plan any other events, Don, throughout the year? What's something if all right, we've got some runners watching, they're not quite ready in time for Sunday. What other events do you have?
Oh, do I have something? We have in February, we have the Groundhog Marathon, and this is year 11 coming up. I just happen to have the medals already because I ordered everything together, and I'm sorting medals last night. I found my Groundhog medals, but Groundhog Day Marathon is the same race 6 times over and over. You cross the finish line 6 times. It's something we designed after a trip to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania one year. And so we do that. But yeah, so we do that. We've got a couple in the summer. We've got one, the Last Chance BQ.2, which is designed to get people into Boston. We only let fast people in there. And so, we're done putting on a marathon by noon that day. And then we do one 2 weeks earlier than that, the Millennium Meadows Marathon. And that's for guys my speed are invited to that. We have a half and a full marathon and a 10K at that. So it's kind of an awesome deal. We put on 4 events through the year and a few little ones. We've also got the kids marathon that happens on Saturday. And that is, kids have run 25 miles in training. They do the last 1.2 on the course, and they get their own medal. They earn a medal. They get to be part of the crowd. It's kind of awesome. And while I'm showing medals, I'll throw this one up here too.
Look at that.
Marathon. Yeah, it's awesome. And we also have the half marathon gets a medal as well, which just happens to have Foster Swift on it.
Yay.
There it is. All right. You coming up for one of these this weekend, Jay?
I'm planning on it. Yep.
All right.
Don and Jay, thank you so much. This is going to be just a great weekend of events. The Grand Rapids Marathon and the Foster Swift Half Marathon, both happening on Sunday. Same start time, 7:30 a.m. You can get all of the details at grandrapidsmarathon.com. We'll also put the links for you below. Make sure to check out the FAQ page if you have any questions about the event this weekend. While you're here on our page, make sure to hit subscribe so that you don't miss a single episode of Expert Connections, including our Community Connections segment like this one and our Legal Connections segment with Foster Swift. For Expert Connections, I'm Julie Holton. We'll see you over in the next video.